Am I streaming? Tab. I want this tab. I want this tab. And I want this. I want to go to. I want to go to live. And there we are. Desert Rider here. I am live right outside Pahrump, actually about 15 miles to the northeast of Pahrump, right at the 95 junction to turn to Pahrump. You can see Highway 95 behind me, see the traffic there behind me. We are here for qualifying time trials for the Legacies 2024 K&N Frontier 500. It's a point-to-point race, racing from outside Pahrump here, Johnny, all the way to Fallon. It got cut short due to weather and eagles nesting. But here we are for qualifying, and we've got first up our turbo side-by-sides, which we've got 22 of those that are going to be lining up. And then after that are the big boys, the Unlimiteds, the Limiteds, the Class 1, and the Trophy Light trucks. And there we've got 45 to qualify. So we've got close to 70 that we're going to be seeing today qualifying for this race. Not everybody is qualifying, just these classes. So stick tuned. We've got a long ways to go yet. They're going to be doing a sight lap here shortly, and then we'll get to qualifying.
Just give me a second, we're verifying our order here. Pahrump 2, and Larry. At 2.5, you got Brian Wise. And just before the finish, you got Chris Wagner at those cones just before the finish.
What's the course length?
Yeah, Brian Wise has some of him. Correct, 4.7.
Do you have somebody taking them around, or are they just going?
All right. Here we are on sight lap. They'll be coming at one at a time just to get a sight of the lap itself before they do their qualifying. This also gives me a chance to verify the running order for qualifying. That was Travis Sally. Nicholas Gurries. Tony Lamicker. Chad Woodruff. Joe Fitos. There's the driven team. Tim Fitzpatrick. This looks like it might be Alex Baker. And it is Alex Baker.
Donald, just so you know, that T913 asked to be a rear start.
961. Tyler Schmidt. Talked to them, parked right alongside of them. Good kids. That was Austin Bolton. Meister. That was Sean Cook.
Was helping me with some technical difficulties.
913. And then 925.
She'll be back shortly.
Oh, the 925 is there.
On her way.
Okay, so the field is set. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that are not qualifying out of the 22. So once they get all the way back, they'll get the track cleared, make sure everybody's off, and then we will begin. And the first we'll see is Travis Sally. I'm a little, couple of these top two, the number 1 and number 2 that were supposed to go, Sam Chronos and Doug Matag. I'm really surprised that they are not qualifying. Doug Matag took qualifying at Parker Dam 500. He had an excellent run there. I don't have anything really set for a location to bring my camera back to. Apologize for that. I got a little carried away. I didn't realize that timing was clear out here. I rushed out here and I forgot a couple things at the camper. I made one trip back to the camper, but I forgot one crucial piece, which is the multiplexer, which gives me the ability to broadcast multiple cameras as well as bring up graphics, which will come in really handy on race day come Friday. I will have everything together, I promise, and I'll have a good product out there. So for now, we're just going to be doing the best we can with what we got. What the hell? Looks like the dust is kind of clearing over on the other side of the course. So we should be getting pretty close to getting them all lined back up again. There's the flags. Now I've got them spotted. All right. There are the flags right there. So that's where the start line is. See a couple of red flags way out there. Right there at the bottom of the screen. There's the start line. I won't be able to see them until about there.
When T925 comes through, will you please let me know? Okay, thank you, Keith. Cindy, or not Cindy, Colleen, does 353 work?
As you can hear, radio ops. So others are turned the right way. I could see them. Now they're not turned anymore the right way anymore. Oh, there they are.
have 1 minute to the start. 1 minute.
So there you go. You got 1 minute. They'll be sending out the first car. I believe they'll be every 60 seconds. They'll set another one. If they have an unfortunate where somebody rolls over or breaks down in the course, the ones that are being held up because of that will get a rerun. So we're less than a minute away from the start of qualifying, and here we are with the side-by-sides first. And first up is Travis Sally in the T999.
Course is hot. The course is hot.
There we go. Our first one's on the course. Next up is Nicholas Gurries in the 983 Turbo. And here he's coming. Good thing they're giving us 1 minute intervals. It gives us time to get to blow the dust off the course. As you can see, it's blowing right into my field of view, which is fine. Still trying to get settled in here. My desert studio, as I guess I will start calling it, desert studio, as I am in the desert under the canopy with all of my equipment. Sitting out here counting cars in the middle of the friggin' desert, huh? That's what I love to do.
T975 is getting ready to go.
I think that's my tag. No. Oh, I lost track. I think. I got to catch the next number, I guess. Now I get back on track.
P893 on the line.
That was the 975 of Chad Woodruff. There we go. I'm still catching a little bit of it. My monitor. I need to get that monitor over to me closer, I think is what it is. All right, here we go. Here. That corner right there is kind of rough. This is a real fast course. They should be doing that a lot faster than they are. My tripod keeps lifting up on me. See 95 in the back there? I know who that is. That is Tim Fitzpatrick. And he is hauling the mail, which is what I expected. Boy, those boys have that cartooned in. He has been running on a tear. That driven crew is doing an outstanding job. Kudos to you guys. So after that, we've got Alex Baker. He's another one of our Vora racers. Like to see him race that Nevada blue race car that he has. Beautiful blue, Nevada blue. And I'm not a fan of blue, but that's Nevada blue. And here he comes into the picture right now. Again, this is Alex Baker. This time course has 2 hard 90s. The other one that they're racing towards now is even tighter than this one that they just went through. And I just got a good video of you, Alex. That one looked good. I did a good job there. Pat myself on the back. Starting to settle in now. Get my rhythm going as they're getting their rhythm going.
ILT 850 on the line. That was Nate Hale. Now we got Tyler Schmidt. Like I said, they were next to me. Good group guys. Next is Austin Bolton in the 905.
Karen Meister. Well, Maverick R. You can hear the sequential shifter in that. And this is going to be Sean Cook. Uh-oh. That is not good. Is he having shutdown issues? What's going on? Oh no, Sean. Well, at least he'll hopefully finish. He looked like he's shut down. And he looks like he's in the course. Nobody said anything yet. And there he's got to restart. He's getting off the course. He's heading back. Yep. Not good. I'm sorry, Sean. I guess it's best to find it now and instead of on race day. So he'll take a DNF and start at the back of the pack. And here comes our next racer, which is Ian Kennedy. Really surprised nobody said anything on the radio that he'd pulled off.
Hey, Kyle.
Next up is going to be the 925 of James Moore, and this should be the last one.
T925 is the last one off the line. Donald is headed to go get that T930.
There's the T930.
Right, Donald is not going to get the T930. Can somebody else please go do it?
Hey, Rescue 34, I can head that way if you want me to.
So that's the end of qualifying for the
Copy, someone else is closer.
turbo UTVs. And so now we've got a little bit of a wait, and then we'll have a sight lap for the Unlimiteds, the Limiteds, and the Trophy Light.
There's no call sign given. Race mile 0.7, 0.5-ish.
So qualifying loop is 4.7 miles. When these trucks come through, they're going to be turning 4-minute miles. I mean, their qualifying is going to be, that pole is going to be 4 something, probably low 4s. Oh yeah, Alex didn't make it back in. There he is. So they're going to hook him up and drag him back, which is good. Now they can go right backwards on the course, since qualifying is done for turbos. Now they can just drag him back on the course instead of dragging him around 4 miles, is what it would be from about there, since this is about 4.7. I am in the first mile. The first marker is right here, actually. So I'm right at mile 1, as we give you something to entertain here and watch them hook up Alex and get him brought back in. Again, we're live from outside Pahrump, Nevada, for the K&N Frontier 500 Legacy Racing Association, in partnership with Vora Racing. This is the first leg of the Nevada Championship, which is a 3-race series.
2930 hooked up and coming backwards.
I know that a lot of the Vora racers are racing this championship series, which is good to see, but
Copy.
it's also taken away from Vora itself as well, which I don't like to see. So there goes Alex back onto the course, going backwards on the course.
You're correct, keys T930.
Never good when you see him dragging him back into pit. Tough luck, Alex. We'll get that fixed and get it into under the race course come Friday.
Kyle, she's where Sam's going to be, and got where the Gilberts are.
Tomorrow is Tech, downtown Pahrump, right at the Gold Ranch, I think it is. Right at the Pahrump Nugget. So if you're in the area, get over to the Nugget, and over in the Gold Point or whatever it is, over there, and check out Tech. And there is the 1 mile marker that I was talking about. What time do we have? We have 4:17. Maybe they'll get qualifying started early. I don't know. They have it set But if everybody's present, why not, right? So the trucks are supposed to start at, or they're staging at 4. The site lap is supposed to be 4:45. So
To my knowledge, yes. I think everyone came through and they were recovering that car before the next heat.
hopefully they'll get started before the 4:45 site lap, and we can get rocking and rolling. But we'll see. I'll have to check out, make sure that this everybody's lined up for qualifying. Again, there was quite a few, maybe half the field, well, maybe a third of the field did not qualify in the turbo side-by-side category. And we have 45, excuse me, how many do we have? We have 40, 41, 43. To qualify, if everybody shows up to qualify, that is. So, to give you a little bit of an idea where we're at, there is 95. Right over there is the where the pass is to go to Vegas, as well as the turnoff to Pahrump, right over there. And we are just off the turnoff there to get to the qualifying course, right alongside of 95. Beautiful day, slight breeze, which is keeping the dust away from me, which is always good, especially with this video equipment. So stick around, stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. I'm just going to take a chill. Over here, we've got a course worker on the inside, and then this gentleman here is media. He's got camera. Guy over there in that white truck, he's also media, and all the way over there is also media. So we are out here in force, enjoying a beautiful Nevada day. So I've got some new equipment here that is really impressive. I've got a really nice monitor now that I got 4 cameras that I can put up to it, and then it goes into another item called a multiplexer, where I can take and switch between 4 cameras or 4 video inputs, which is going to come in really handy on Friday during race day. So during race day, be a long day of sitting out in the middle of the desert, counting cars like I love to do. but there's a lot of downtime in between. So the goal is tomorrow to do a lot of videotaping and talking with racers, get the scoop on who is racing first half, who's racing second half, try to get their strategy a little bit maybe, and have video on board that I can provide to you in between some of this dead action like we're experiencing right now, as we're waiting for qualifying to get lined up and going again. But beautiful day in southern Nevada. This race is racing from Johnny, which is halfway between 95 and Pahrump. It'll be starting there and be racing up to Hawthorne, and then they'll cut over to Rawhide and around over to Top Gun is where they'll be finishing. The race was supposed to go all the way to Yarrington, but BLM made them cut the distance down for two reasons. One was the section between, actually it's Hooten Wells, it's the desert coming out of Fallon, Top Gun, you go through a mountain and then you come out at Hooten Wells, and then from Hooten Wells to Weeks is Playa, and it's flat out. I've done 65, 70 through that road myself, but that, with all the weather that they've had, is a mud bath apparently. So BLM didn't really want them to race through that, and Legacy didn't really want to race through that either, which the racers don't. Yeah, it's not good when you have to run through that kind of mud. And then as you got closer to Yarrington, they claimed it's migratory issues, migratory bird issue, but more than likely it was a bald eagle. There's several in the area around Yarrington. One on the race course, on the east course for Vora. They had to move their race course a little bit this year due to the nesting eagles, which is good to see. This year they had eggs. But I'm thinking that they probably had similar issues wherever the migratory path that we're talking about, which is some of that area there that they race alongside there on the west course in Yarrington, is some migratory, some wetlands over in there. So, you know, I understand it, and so do Vora, and racers may not understand it a whole lot, but it's for wildlife and to protect our environment, so I've got no problem with that. But here we are, like I said, in Pahrump. We're outside Pahrump. We're waiting for the Unlimiteds, the trucks, let's just say. I keep calling them Unlimiteds, but the 6100 class is a limited class, and they are doing qualifying as well. That particular class is very popular. It's really picked up. It's kind of I guess budget is the best way to describe it, because it's all spec. So they get a spec engine, put it in spec engine and transmission. They're sealed. Both the transmission and the engine have to be sealed. They are only allowed to be worked on by certain individuals internally. They have to be certified engines, but everything else is unlimited suspension. You can do everything else you want to with the truck body, but the power plant and drivetrain, transmission and engine are spec. I believe it's a 525 engine, but I don't hold me to that. But they're competitive with the unlimited trucks, mostly. The Unlimiteds are starting to pull away a little bit more now because they've gone to four-wheel drive. The majority of them have. You still have the diehards like Cameron Steele, Ryan Arciero that are still running two-wheel drives. But I see in the future that they'll be converting because that extra pull that four-wheel drive gives you coming out of the corner is giving them tremendous amount of time over their opponents. So a lot of them are doing that. And now they got the four-wheel drives straightened out. The all drives. The transfer cases were having issues for the first few years. Now you don't ever hear transfer case having an issue anymore. So you're kind of watching some of the traffic go by in 95 at the first turn. Be interesting to see how the turbos did on the race course. Tim Fitzpatrick might be sitting on the pole. He looked like he was on fire coming out of there. He looked good. So I'll be surprised if he's not right up in the top 5. give you a rundown of some of the names we'll be seeing here. There's some there's some names in here that are that go quite well with off-road racing. So starting us off, if this order holds up and everybody is here to qualify, it'll be Justin Bean Smith, and then in the 6100 class, and then the class 1 will be Connor McMullen. Now Connor McMullen took first at the Parker Dam 500, and then we have up third is Dave Ziegler out of Reno. He is the 2024 Golden State 250 champion. And then we have Jack Olagies, who is 16 years old, and he won the Parker Dam 500 in the unlimited truck class. He also was first across the line, but he ended up being second on time, because I think it was Connor that beat him. And then we have Trevor Harvey, Josh Shelton, Bill Wingener, JP Gomez. That is the 2024 King of Hammers. Yep, he took the throne from his brother, two-time champion Raul, who is also racing, but the number 18 in that unlimited truck, it'll be JP Gomez. And then right after that is number 1 plate, and that is Eric Husted, who is the champion, Legacy Racing champion from 2023. He also was like qualifying champion last year. Parker Dam 500, they had a $1,000 bounty on his head, and Jack knocked him off of the pedestal. Finally somebody else took qualifying pole. And then next up is another Class 1, and that's Sean Gilbert. Always good to see him race, and I love to watch him race. And then 6144 is Todd Jurgensen. And then the 6124 is Kelly McNeil. And then we have another Class 1, which is Cole Dawson. Then unlimited, Michael Scufato. And then the 6195 of Travis Chase. Class 1, Michael Fry. Limited class, Jake Johnson. Limited class, Mike Bruner. Class 1, Joe David. And then class limited class is LD Davis. Class 1 is Blaine Conrad. Love to watch that guy race too. Alan Levinson in the 6154. Then Jonathan Brenthal is running an unlimited truck this race. Larry Brown in a 6100 truck. Jordan Brenthal in a 6100 truck. Sam Berry in his 6100 truck. Scott Shields in a 6100. Kirk Harkey. Kevin Curtis. Keith Rosberg. Brent Fox, all in 6100s. And then it's Raul Gomez, two-time King of Hammers champion. And then we have another 6100, Michael Osborne, Zach Rosberg, Todd Bauman, all in 6100 classes. And then another Class 1, Jeff Carey. And then we'll get to the Trophy to Light qualifying, and that'll be Slavic Racing. Always good to see them. Haven't seen them in a while. Wait, no, they were at, I think they were at Parker. I did see them. Clayton Sullivan, Sean Runyon, Daniel Sullivan, and John Slavik. Now, maybe it was the Mint is where I saw them. That might be where I saw those names. Anyway, so there's all the names that are supposed to be qualifying. Whether they all qualify or not, I don't know. This is all part of the random draw that they did last week. Put your name in and you get the draw. If you qualify, great. If not, you start at the back of the qualifying field. we just sit around and wait. Looks like we got about another 15 minutes or so before the sight lap. Right over yonder's where a starting line is. Can't see the feathers out there now. There they are. That's the starting line. Damn camera. Tripod giving me issues here. Let me point it where I want it to point. we should be underway with Site Lab, and we're running behind. I'm going to go ahead and bring this back out, bring this over. Catch everybody right through here, coming around through that corner. Because I got to catch numbers, I got to try and call out. A little bit of a breeze picked up, a little bit stronger breeze picked up, I should say. And this kind of breeze is what the racers, desert racers, really like it. When it's just like this, just enough to take it off the race course. Of course, that's not always the case, because it zigzag, and sometimes it's blowing it right into you. So, but for the most part, blow it off the course. Radio silence, and we're running behind here. And with 42 qualifying now, that's about 42 minutes. So another 50 minutes worth of broadcast after they get started here, unless something happens, which you saw in the first set of qualifying with Alex Baker breaking down on his run right there in front of us. Didn't make it to half a mile before he broke down, poor guy. Hopefully he'll get that fixed and get going. But that didn't hold up the race qualifying. He got off the course. He was stuck on the course for a bit. He got off the course before the next qualifier came through, and then he was towards the bottom of the running order anyway. So they ran up the course and got him and pulled him back after the qualifying was done. So poor Alex will start at the back of the qualifying group. Those that didn't qualify, I think, go behind him, I believe, as he lined up. We're waiting on the trucks and Class 1 buggy qualifying. They're staging. If you've never been in staging, it's a shell game. Let's just put it that. It can be quite frustrating sometimes, trying to get everybody in the correct order. But it's important for them to get it all right. So Friday is race day. There'll be motorcycles. We'll be starting at 6:30, I believe it is. There's not very many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see on this list. I asked for an updated list. We'll see how that goes. But they'll be starting at 6:15 Friday morning, and then the trucks, the pole sitter will leave Johnny, which is about that's probably 8 miles to here on the race course. In this area is where they're going to be racing. They start at 10 o'clock. I'm going to be in the Bonnie Doon area, Bonnie Claire area. There's a pit at Bonnie Claire turnoff, and not that far up from there is where the pit is. I will be somewhere past that. I haven't had a chance to scout out other than with satellite, so I'm hoping it's like this, where I can get a nice shot up the race course. But I will be out there at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when the first bike is supposed to come through. I plan on being out there. I'm not going to be live streaming at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I hope to get footage of the motorcycles that I will be sharing during my live stream. So they don't get missed out. So I'm going to be, I don't even have to print out, but it's like a mile 120 or something like that. Right in that area, I think, is where I'll be. Now that I've got graphic ability and able to put that on live stream, here we go. Put that on live stream, I will be able to show you the tracker, and I'll be able to know pretty much who's coming at me. I'm far enough, hopefully be far enough from the pits that won't screw me up too much. So here's our first on site lap. This is supposed to be Justin Bean Smith. Should be the 6119. Now this is site lap. This is not time trial yet. So we'll see. Everybody come through. It gives me a chance to check their numbers. And that is 6119. where did the friggin' wind go? There it goes, sorry. So here comes Connor McMullen. That I know, I can see that car. Long ways away. Nice bright green. That car is just a beautiful car. Love that car. Why? It's green. And here comes Dave Ziegler. I know that truck. The DNA on the side. DNA construction. Ooh, Dave. Loosey goosey there. Get a little seat time there, Dave. And then if this is the yellow truck, this will be Jack Holigies. This it is orange truck, excuse me. And it is Jack. Now, he may not be driving it, just don't know who's actually qualifying it, but these are the names on the as the official entry. Most of these teams will have two sets of drivers and two, or probably at least two drivers. Some may do a full Kodog switch as well. The lap races, a lot of them will choose to let the Kodog set in because he knows the course. Generally the Kodog will sit in the seat, Kodog seat the whole race. So this is supposed to be Trevor Harvey in the 6157. It is. This should be Josh Shelton in the 129. This 6183 of Bill Winger. Well, now that you can hear me better, there is JP Gomez. Eric Husted will be next in that black number 1. This is Sean Gilbert in the 1562. This should be Todd Jerkinson in the 6144. That is affirmative. Next should be Kelly McNeil in the 6124. Is confirmed. And then we have Cole Dawson in a Class 1 buggy. And then after that will be an unlimited truck. There's Cole Dawson. I know this truck. Yeah, okay. Michael Scafuto, he was at the Parker Dam. This is a beautiful truck. This should be the 6195 of Travis Chase, and I believe it is. $61.95. This will be Michael Fry in the Class 1. This should be the 6109 of Jake Johnson. That is confirmed. This should be Mike Bruner in the 6162. It is Bruner Racing. This should be another Class 1. This is Joe David. Again, that's Joe David. And here comes L.D. Smith in the 6133. Yep, and then right behind him, it's going to be Blaine. Yep. And this is Blaine Conrad. Love this truck, this car too, because of the bright, bright, bright color on it. Single seater. Next, we should have Alan Livingston in this 6154 spec class. .154 of Alan Levinson. This should be Jonathan Brenthal in his unlimited truck. Jonathan Brenthal of Brenthal Racing. They've got a great program there. It's a great truck. A lot of racers are using that truck now. Oh, that's Larry Brown. This should be Jordan Brenthal. And then I already recognize that one behind him. Yeah. 6173, and then right behind him is the infamous Sam Berry in his 6100 truck. He started driving this truck last year, I believe it was. He got out of the Class 1 buggy that he'd run forever. Never had a co-dog ever in his career until he got into that truck right there. This should be Scott Shields in the 6147. No, it's the 6192 of Kevin Curtis. 96 of Keith Rosberg. That is not Brent Fox coming at me, or maybe it is. Yep, because GBR's behind him. So This is Brent Fox coming up on me. He's changed his color scheme on me, so I'm lost. Interesting, though. That's an interesting scheme there, Brent. And then here is the two-time king of hammers, Raul Gomez. If this is the 6131, that will be Michael Osborne. .31, Michael Osborne. .55. That is in here. That's a misplacement, I think.
White 8425 is the last one off the line. 8425.
What did she say it was? This is the 6111 of Todd Bowman. 6425. This is Jeff Carey in the 1592 Class 1. That looks like Slavic Racing behind him. Okay. .92. That's the 47. It's an unlimited truck. And this looks like 8425. Okay, so 8425 was the last one. That was the number I couldn't get.
Hey, Christy, this is Brad at point 8. Are you guys going to add a little bit of length between the start times on the next, on the main race?
On the show, standing on a minute.
Yes, it'll be a minute and a half for the time drop.
10-4, because they're getting into each other's dust, which is causing havoc on being able to stay on route.
After the practice that we kind of let him go. Was it like that for the UTVs?
No.
Was not like that for the UTVs, but the trucks are, and the trucks are actually going quite slow, and they're still ending up in each other's dust.
We just started them like 10 seconds apart, so yeah, we'll start them a minute and a half.
10-4, that should be better.
So there you have it. The field is set. We have 37, 38. Well, there's a bunch of them that are not. So there's Jonathan Brenthel didn't toe the line. Kirk Harkey didn't toe the line. So I got Jonathan Brenthel, Scott Shields, Kirk Harkey. Those didn't scratch the line. So, So this is going to be fast. 1 minute intervals. Right over there is the start finish, or is the start finish line. The start coming at us right from there. And first up will be Justin Smith. So they'll gather the field back up, everybody's off the course, get them all lined back up again, and then 1 minute intervals. And we'll have 30, no, probably 34, I guess. So we had a couple drop out. So we're just moments away from qualifying of the trucks for the Legacy Racing Association's 2024 presentation of the K&N Frontier 500. They will be racing to Friday from Johnny or Pahrump to the Top Gun pit in south of Fallon, Nevada. 480 some miles is, I think, is what I saw on the map. When I got the GPS file to look at the race course, mapped out where I will be Friday to watch the race. I'll be outside north of Bonnie Claire along 95. There's a Bonnie Claire exit, turnoff that goes west about 3 or 4 miles down the road towards Hardcastle. Hard Rock Castle. Turnoff is where the pit is, and then I will be just north of that. It's somewhere around 120 race mile is where I'll be. Again, I'll be live streaming. I'll have the graphics up. I'll have everything good to go. I've got in-car. I'll be getting in-car camera live streams, websites, so I can fill you with live stream footage in car or from their car. I don't know how many are live streaming that have that capability in this race. I know Tim Fitzpatrick does, and I will be on his site. I watched all of the Prospector out of the Vora race out of Yerington on the East Course. I watched all of that from Tim's car. They don't have live. I wasn't there for that race, which is unusual for me at a Vora race, but I wasn't at that race. I was still in Bullhead City, and they were racing. It was too damn cold. It was still in March, and Tim has his live stream on that driven car, and I watched him and Jeremy Brown live stream on that race course, and it was cool. I watched the whole race. Tim did very well in that race, and I watched it all live stream from those two cabs. It was awesome. So I'll be able to do that Friday when we're out on the race course, and I have everything packed in my in Jezebel. I was missing a few items today, and I was in a hurry and panicked and all that shit. So calm down, not so race, and then get out here and get set up and let's race. You know what I mean? So they're lining them back up. And they will be good to go. Every 60 seconds is what I believe Christy said on air. Well, let's go. The wind's blowing perfect now. Let's go. It'll blow it right off real quick. We're coming on to what, the 5 o'clock hour? 5:20 in the afternoon. We're way behind. But it gives me a chance to talk about sponsors. I need to have some more sponsors. I have two right now. The lovely Cheryl Knoll Bookkeeping is graciously doing my books for me. Thank you so much, Cheryl. She is a bookkeeper in Fallon, Nevada, and she specializes in tribal housing authority. She's been doing that for years, so if there are any tribes that are out there that are interested in rural housing authorities that are interested in her services, Cheryl Knoll Bookkeeping is where you need to look. I have it on my website at desertrider.com. You can go there. And this is supposed to be broadcast right now at my sister's bar, which is the Crossroads Lounge in Carson City, Nevada. And if they're not broadcasting it there, I'm going to kick my sister right in the tail when I get home to see her in another week, because they're supposed to be broadcasting live at the Crossroads for me. Got to help my sister out. She's got to help me out. But if there's any folks that are out there that would love to advertise on my website and help me out with these races, getting out to these races, it would mean a tremendous amount to me. Put you on my website. I have a plan for a year. I have prices that vary for the live streaming as well as just on my website. But this live stream will have a lot of exposure. The last one did out of Parker, and the audio sucked. But this is looking pretty good right now. Hopefully no issues other than me being stupid and forgetting stuff at the camper. So as they shuffle the deck, evidently they got shuffled up because they're trying to get them back in the right running order. And then we'll get started here. Like herding chickens sometimes for Don, poor guy. Well, this is my second legacy race. I was at the Parker Dam 500 in, when was that, February? Towards the end of February. And I got to meet the owners of Legacy Racing Association. That would be Liz Johnson or Jackson, I don't remember. And then Don and Christy. They're a great group of people. They are great to work with, and they're really turning this race series into something special. So here we go.
Hot, the course is hot.
Justin Bean Smith is our first qualifier here. That is a hard 90. And then they are on this straightaway here in front of me. That goes for another mile or so. And they do another harder than this one. Almost like a hairpin turn into a wash. And run it back up to the start line, finish line actually. Its course is 4.7 miles long. So it'll take them a little over 4 minutes to get around the loop. And they start these off every 60 seconds. Next up is going to be a Class 1, the defending, or the champion from the Parker Dam 500, and that is Connor McMullen. And this buggy is beautiful green buggy.
Co-driver's with 6109. He's going to jump in after he does his lap. Kyle does 6123 is next up on the line.
Typical Connor McMullen. Hammer down. Love that. And next is the Dave Ziegler out of Reno, the 2024 Golden State 300 champion, racing from Pahrump, almost to Reno, almost back home for him, in the DNA construction truck. He and his brothers Go, Dave, go. So they're 1 minute intervals, and it's looking like it's just enough to get the dust blown off the course. So everybody has a nice field of vision. And here comes the winner of the Parker Dam 500, Jack Oligis. This young man is something special. He's been racing since like he was 12 years old. And now, Dad gave him the keys to that truck. He's 16 years old. Yeah, just step away for a second. Another water. I had to step away for a second, give me another water, and sit down on my microphone. Talking up my butt again. Next up is going to be Trevor Harvey in the 6157. I don't know anything about Trevor Harvey. Other than he's got a 6100 truck. Here he comes. Trevor Harvey. Next is the 6129 of Josh Shelton. $61.29, Josh Shelton. Next up, we have the 6183, Bill Wingerding. Here comes Bill now. You can see him through the dust. That was Bill Wingerning. Now is King. Everybody, royalty is on its way. Hopefully we'll be able to see the King on his way. Dust clears up a little bit. Here comes JP Gomez next up. I barely see him. Go, JP. JP Gomez. Here comes the number 1 of Eric Husted. And he is doing what he always does in qualifying. So, in that, 300 yards from the corner to me here, if you heard that or not, he hit every gear. That man is fast, as you can hear him still. There he comes in. This is Sean Gilbert. Oh! Sean Gilbert is over.
Stop the start line. I got a tip over, then I'll upright. This is at point 8. This is at point 8.
First corner.
Sorry about that. Just let me know who it is, please.
Stay in, stay in. Here comes rescue the other direction.
Yeah, 34. I'm 30 seconds out. Tell me who it is, like
I'm already set up to tip him over.
Fortunately, it's a buggy, and the Jeep down there can get him pulled over. If it's a truck, he probably would not be able to. So, as we're getting a little bit of excitement here to watch them flip Sean Gilbert back over, and then he will finish out his qualifying run. Instead of 4 minutes, it'll be 10 minutes. But it's a qualifying run. Driver and dog are okay. It looks like media has a drone pilot going over there. But I got the footage of Sean's rollover. And I have the tape recording, so hopefully when I get home tonight, I can edit that and get that online and embarrass the hell out of Sean. All in good fun, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, man. That was a good run. That's racing, right? Get you back over, get you going again. That corner down there is really, really soft and a deep rut already. Drone's going back. And, yeah, he just caught a tire. Tough luck for Sean. You made the highlight reel, Sean. It's taking a little bit longer to get him turned back over for some reason. But as you can see, both dog and pilot are out. When I say dog, I mean the co-pilot. We refer to him as co-dog. We have the driver and the co-dog. Pilot, co-pilot. So, if you're listening at the Crossroads Lounge, huge shout out to you folks there. Make sure if you see my sister, tell her I love her. Be back in Carson City after this race, actually. I'm going to be heading up to Tonopah for a full day and night, and then I'm going to Topaz for I don't know, a week or so maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe just a few days, and then I'll head over to Carson City, and then 2 weeks is the Fallon Top Gun. Excuse me. The Fallon Dogfight 250. Still have Top Gun on my mind. That's where this race is ending up, is finishing at the Top Gun Raceway just south of Fallon. Top Gun Raceway is a drag strip. So the Jeep isn't going to flip him back over, maybe.
Yeah, we're probably about a minute out.
At least. Well, I give him a tug. Turned him is all.
Yeah, I copied someone. I couldn't get the name.
Yeah, they need a little bit more oomph, and they got to get the strap in the right spot to pull it over. and that's a Class 1. That's not a truck. Still quite heavy. And when it's on the tires like that, getting it back to getting that center of gravity to go is the biggest part. So they grab it at the top, they can just, it'll yank it, drag it around. They got to get it from the cage over the top of that and use a little bit of that body leverage to get it pulled back over. So we're in the middle of a very long minute, apparently. As they said, they're a minute out before they get them off the course, but they're having a little bit of trouble down there. Are they repositioning? What are they doing down there? I don't think that Jeep has enough oomph to get it pulled over, so.
Yeah, 34 working on it. I'm gonna flip the car real quick.
That was the thing about Jeremy Brown's footage. His live stream was awesome.
Yeah, okay, everyone's good. Just trying to get the vehicle over.
His live stream was awesome. On the last lap that he was on, he came up onto a rollover like this, just like this, on the side like that. Jeremy stopped. The drivers were out. He talked to the drivers. He drove around the other side and drove straight into the truck, into the buggy, and put it right back up on its fore, and did another donut and on the race course, and left them there on all four wheels. See, I didn't think that Jeep would be enough to get that thing pulled over, but. It's a good thing they don't know they're on camera on live stream via DesertRider.com's YouTube channel. And you are watching Desert Riders, a desert racing pit stop. Yeah, they don't have that hooked up in the right spot. They've got to get over onto the cage. They don't have any leverage. You're going to drag it around. They got to get over the top of that. It's just dragging in the silt. There we go. We are back on all fours. Woohoo! Sean Gilbert can get laced back up, get it off the course at least. See if he can. It's going to take a minute or so for that oil and everything to settle back down, and see if they can get it fired up. They're not in any hurry to get in it, though. And checking for damaged stuff that's come off the car. gonna hook him
Yep,
up
34,
again.
we got him back over. Got the course worker vehicle clear. I'm about to pull the race car clear of the course. You'll be good in just a minute. I'll advise. Copy that. Thank you.
Tough luck for Sean Gilbert. At least all four wheels are...
34, they are asking if we can tow them back to the start line. Do you want me to get them off course or tow them all the way back in? Just get them back to the course worker. If we have to, we can bring the vehicle to there, a chase truck to get them out. Okay, it's able to roll just fine. They want me to drag them all the way back to the start line if that's okay. Well, let's get this thing rolling, and in between cars you can make 30 seconds at a time. Copy. I'll get them clear then advise.
So there you have it. That's what's going on. A live race radio. Now he's got the leash on him and drag him off the course.
All right, 34. Course is clear. Course is clear.
Alrighty, so we're going back.
Confirming you copy traffic. Course is clear from Rescue 34. Thank you. The race will restart at 53, so in a minute and a half. Copy.
So there you have it, minute and a half. And then it will be Todd Jurgensen. 6144 will be the first truck to resume once we get going again. So we're just moments away from restarting qualifying. We're only 10 deep, excuse me. After the Sean Gilbert rollover, which you'll see the car sitting there in a minute when zoom back over onto that side when when Todd gets to that corner over. And here he comes now. He is hot. Of course, is hot. See how choppy it is in there, and that just ate up Sean. So we're on our way now. Kelly McNeil in the 6124 is up next. This breeze needs to keep it up now, and that'll help us all out. So here comes Kelly McNeil. It's getting nasty down there. Next up is another buggy, Cole Dawson. Now the buggy is the one that had the trouble in that corner, so see how this plays out. But you can see that truck was it was digging pretty hard in that corner. No problem. Focusing in on the dust. And here comes Michael Scufoto in this beautiful truck, if I remember right. Yeah, that's it. The number 3. No issues. Next we have Travis Chase. And here comes Travis now. Next up, Michael Fry.
Gray rescue truck. If you have to go to something else, I can tow these guys back at the end of the race.
This is Michael Fry, Class 1.
What rescue are you?
34, 34.
10-4.
So next up is the 6109 of Jake Johnson. That's some good camera work right there. Next up is the 6162 of Mike Bruner.
Rescue 34, race ops. Yeah, hey Keith. Alright, so the car is back running and driving. It's going to just slowly limp its way backwards, kind of leapfrogging traffic if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, 34. They're on the straight. They got line of sight, and they said they're comfortable just staying off to the side and timing it.
That was Mike Bruner in the 6162. Next up is a Class 1 Joe David. Joe David. So you can see Sean Gilbert going backwards. That was L.D. Smith. Next up is a buggy, Blaine Conrad. Single seater, bright day glow, safety orange. Next up is the 6154 of Alan Levinson. This is Alan Levinson. Up next. Next up is Jonathan Brent. Oh, no, he didn't run. So it's going to be Larry Brown. This is Larry Brown. Next up is Jordan Brenthal in the 6173. I don't know if we're going to be able to see him or not. And then next is Sam Berry. And here comes Sam Berry in the 6149. This is Scott Shields, 6147. This is the 6155 of Kirk Harkey. Somewhere in there. Oh. Sorry about that, Kirk. The dust. I'm sorry, that was Kevin Curtis. I truly apologize, Kevin. Or no, shoot, I'm way off. I'm so sorry. Last couple were off. I'm sorry. This might be Brent Fox coming up here. Calling out guys that weren't even qualifying. That is not the number. That is not Brent Fox. Now I'm lost. I got a couple off, and I think that was Keith Rosberg. I think this is coming up as Brent Fox. Oh no, that might have been Brent Fox because he changed his paint scheme. That might have been him. If this is GBR 90, then I'm back on track. It's not GBR. That's Brent Fox. Okay, those other cars that I missed, the 6192 of Kevin Curtis, the 6196 of Keith Rosberg, and then of course Brent Fox just now, and I'm waiting on the two-time king of hammers, Raul Gomez, right there in that dust is the GBR truck. GBR Gomez Brothers Racing. So now we have So we have just a few left now. The next up should be Michael Osborne in the 6131. We can have enough wind here to keep the dust out so I can see him. There he is there. I don't know who the driver of record is on this next truck. It should be the 6155. I scratched that one in there, so I don't know who this is. Name-wise, anyway. Whoa! Almost. There's a little bit of a motorcycle there. Get on the bicycle. Little two-wheel action right there. Way to make the highlight reel. I gotta find out who that is now. The 6155. This should be the 6132 next of Zach Rossberg. This should be the 6111 coming up next. Tom Bauman. was Jeff Carey in the 1592. So we're down to our final two. The 47, that number seems familiar to me. It might be Cassidy out of Washoe Valley, I think. I don't have him listed other than just the number that I wrote down, so. I believe this is our last one coming up here. It should be the 8425. Again, I don't know who this is. It's a late entry. And it's an odd number too, so.
The last one's off the line, the 4725, the white 4725.
Well, there you have it. This is the last one right here. So. And that does it for the time trials for the Legacy Auto Racing K&N Frontier 500 from Pahrump, Nevada. Stay tuned for the race on Friday from Pahrump, Nevada to Fallon, Nevada. I will be live starting at about noon, I believe it is, on the West Coast Pacific time. See you then.